Hello everyone, it's Catherine here from Inky Finger Cat. Another scrapbook page for you. Yes, I am obsessed. Using up the scraps from the previous pages and another one of the sketches from 30 Days of Sketches from Christy's Beautiful Life. This one has been designed by, it was day 11 and it's designed by Tara Van Moorsel. I'll pop the sketch up on the screen now. So I don't completely follow this, as in I don't use stars, but otherwise I keep fairly true to it. And because I'm using up just the scraps, I don't pull in any more pattern papers. I do pull in a little bit of cardstock, a little bit of vellum, and then lots of stickers and bits and pieces, well, die cut shapes and things, and some wooden laser cut bits as well, but yeah, I just stick to the papers that were on the desk, and I'm really pleased to say there's very little left in terms of just some tiny scraps now, with the exception of that sky pattern paper, which is so brightly patterned, but even that I've done a fair dent into it during these 3 pages that I've been doing over the last day or so. Okay, so mounted my photos on vellum. The photos are of me and my mum, and this was us having our family Easter celebration a week late because we'd been poorly at Easter, so we decided not to leave the house, not to try and infect my parents. So yeah, we just did Easter a week late. And this was us just laughing, sitting at the table in their apartment really after we'd had lunch. Just some nice selfies of me and my mum. So I have stuck fairly similar to the sketch in terms of those strips, etc. But now, because I can't help myself, I'm bringing in a stencil just to add a little bit of mixed media to the background, using my favourite, the Twisted Citron Distress ink there. Just a light bit of stenciling with that All Create. It just brings out that circle theme that I end up using instead of the stars. I don't really have stars or die cuts that are stars. I've got a couple, but not quite what I wanted to do, and it didn't work with the themes of the papers. So I thought circles were probably sensible. Now, at this point, you see me from 3 of the larger pieces of scraps that I've got create some tags. I fiddle and faddle with them for quite some while. Don't end up using them in the end. I don't know, I just thought that they would work, but in the end I decided they didn't work. But I fiddle with this wax thread for some time, draping it and working out, and then no. So at this point I decide, no, I'm going to go for circles. Actually, at this point I hadn't decided, I wasn't doing the tags, but at this point I go for circles. So I pull out my circle punch, which is just under an inch. It's not, it's not a fancy punch that tells me what it is, but I think it's around about just under an inch. And then I pull out some dies. This is when I pull in this extra bit of cardstock, just because I hadn't quite got enough of the papers that would work. So I thought some solids would work better. So die cut a few of the circles out of this turquoisey coloured cardstock, and then a few different sizes out of the pattern paper as well, both the tiny and the bigger ones. And now I'm sort of scattering them all over the page. I'm using the sketch to kind of position them, and it's at this point that I'm deciding that those tags probably aren't working and that they need to go. So I'd not glued them down, so it was fine. So it was time to pull them out. And again, I am keeping fairly true to the sketch in terms of positioning of these circles, to try and mirror what had happened with the stars, because it looked nicely balanced on the sketch. Now, obviously, it's very different when you're then working with pattern papers, etc. So I ended up with a couple of circles too many. Now, I then went and got my Lollipop Box Club kit box out and started just pulling in random things, so some flowers, and a little journaling card and a little tag. So pulled those out, couldn't find anything else in the box, even though I went through everything to have a look. Couldn't find anything else I wanted to use. Then I decided to go and grab my box of Artful Days stuff, which is all a little bit bulky for scrapbooking, most of it, but it has got these laser cut words, and that's what I end up using. So the You and Me becomes my title, and I do just back it on some of that turquoise cardstock, because I didn't like it showing through to the pattern underneath. So I back that, and then the little selfie one I put to one side and decide that I want to ink that up rather than leave it in the wooden colour. So I'm just adding. I decide, I had lots of problems with glue throughout the whole of this video, so apologies that there just seems to be loads of like me going off and filling the glue ball and trying to fiddle with it. But yeah, so I inked up that selfie with some Concord and Ninth ink. I think it's called Evergreen, but I could be wrong. Just to bring it out more. I didn't like it with the wood, and then decided to add on the journaling. I then went and grabbed some pink gems. I'm not entirely sure whether I went and added my letter stickers. Sorry, just for it to say Mum underneath one photo and me at the top of the other photo. But yeah, I then went and found some pink gems, which is, I obviously didn't video. I'm not entirely sure I like the pink gems, but you know what? I think it looks okay in the end. So, hope you enjoyed that. Please do subscribe if you want to see more content. Obviously, drop me a comment below. Do you like the layout? Do you have put the pink gems on? I don't think they look too bad, actually. And obviously, sorry, if you're subscribing, please hit the notification bell so you'll get informed next time I post a video. But until next time, goodbye.